Hello learners. In our previous module, we have gone through the topic Introduction of Digital Marketing. In this module, we will learn about a very important aspect of business which I have told you in our previous module, that is websites. As I told you in our previous module that for any business, it is very important to have a website. So in this module, we will learn about the best practices to have a proper website, what should be the structure of a website, and how the user should have a proper experience on a website, right? So let's first set up the agenda, what we are going to learn in this module. So in this module, we will be going ahead with web presence as a foundation of digital strategy, role of websites and landing pages, UX and UI principles for conversion. We will discuss those things later on. Then website structure, mobile optimization, what are the CTAs? CTAs means call to actions. Introduction to CMS platforms. Then we will look some of the tools, and then we will analyze some of the aspects of website and landing pages. Moving ahead, so as I told you earlier that websites serve as a crucial foundation in any digital marketing strategy because everything revolves around a website. A business needs to have a website. It's a must thing for any businesses, right? Now, so website is integrated with multiple digital channels such as social media, email marketing, and search engines. The integration, this particular integration amplifies the brand building and lead generation efforts. So we need to understand this thing that a website importance is very crucial in digital marketing. You can understand by this example that a website converts at a rate 30%, 30 times higher than any social media traffic alone. We can run a multiple kinds of ads using a website or a landing page. So we will discuss about the website and a landing page, what are the differences as well. Now, strategic website is therefore essential for attracting, engaging, and converting visitors into customers. So, what you need to understand that if there be any kind of business, a website is a must, and a website should have a function, right? Either it should be for any kind of information, and either it should tell about your brand story, either it is very important for lead generation, right? There might be multiple use cases for a website. So we will see ahead. Now, we all might be knowing about a role of a website. So as I told you, there might be a different functions specifically for a website, but then we need to understand very well that what a website to be used for, right? So here in this module, we'll learn about the role of a website, as well as I'll try to differentiate a website from a landing page, how a landing page looks like, right? And what are the roles of a landing page altogether. Now, if we talk about role of a website serves as the central hub for a brand, company, or individual. It provides detailed information and multiple touch points for visitors. Right? This is as basic as I have mentioned over here, right? But the key functions includes, right? So basically, a website is very, very important to build a credibility of a brand, right? So if a well-structured website is there for any business, that will instill trust in the users. Then the website should showcase the products or the services that the business is offering, right? So it should be in depth, right? So all the pricing, testimonials, and case studies should be mentioned over the website. Websites are optimized for search engines, therefore making them discoverable. Therefore, SEO, doing SEO is very, very important. A website provides multiple engagement paths as well. Users can explore blogs, sign-ups, newsletters, or any kind of testimonials, so that it should, as I told you, it should instill trust. Plus, it should build authorization in the head of a customer or the user. So, website remains a consistent presence, and it should evolve with the evolving business, right? That's why a website is very, very important for any brand. Now, as I spoke about website, there might be some businesses which might be having only one product or any one service. For them, it is very crucial. I mean, it is very, very important not to have a website, but then it is very important for them to have a landing page. Why landing page? Right? So, landing page will give you an overview of a single product or a single service. So, as I'll try to give you an example. So, let's say on Amazon there are a lot of products, right? So you might have gone through the Amazon's website. Now, as a person, I need to purchase, let's say, a furniture. Let's say I want to purchase a bed, right? A king size bed. Now, what I'll do, I'll open Amazon, and I'll try to find, I mean, in the furniture, I'll go to the furniture section, and then I'll try to look for the uh, beds, right? But then there is a catch. So let's say if I search for a king size bed, I might, I'll be getting all those, filtered search query of the king size bed. But uh, there might be possibility that I might, check. I might see see any ad of any other furniture. Let's say a chair, right? So as a customer, I came on Amazon to purchase a king size bed, but I'm seeing an ad of another furniture, which could be a chair, right? So my brain or my mind is getting diverted because there are a lot of products on Amazon, wherein, let's say, if I know about a company which only sells which only sells bed, I might click on that website or the landing page of that company. If that company is having only one kind of product, then I suggest, as a marketer, I suggest them to have only one landing page showcasing only their one product. Because as a as a user, I should not be diverted from that particular product. That product should capture my interest, right? So similarly, here as a landing page, right? In a landing page, you will get to see only one product or the service, wherein it taking the action for a user would be very easy and very specific, right? So the role of landing page, unlike full website, a single purpose page designed to drive a specific action, such as signing up, purchasing, or downloading a resource, right? Now the main functions include either we can capture lead using a landing page. So how can we capture the lead? We can use different kinds of forms. We can use different kinds of opt-ins. We can have different, call to action. So different, not different call to actions. We can have a singular kind of call to actions wherein visitor comes and give their information. Now, landing pages are the pages which drives the conversions better than the website, right? Their only focus, or there would be only one goal: reducing the distractions. you know these things prevent a landing page from a website, and drives drives more conversions. Now, optimizing marketing campaigns like ads and emails, so basically we can run multiple ads on a landing page, making sure that uh, a landing page or a product page would be very crucial for any kind of online marketing campaigns. Now, we can do a lot of A/B testing and performance tracking using a landing page. Now, businesses can create multiple variation of a landing page, or doing kind of we can change the headlines, visuals, we can change the CTA buttons, but not with the uh, website frequently, because a website showcase a brand value for any kind of business. Therefore, uh, we can do frequent changes on landing pages, but not on a website. Now, if we see the key difference, we can surely confirm this thing, that the purpose of the website should be informational, or to showcase any brand or their products, or any particular, or their services, wherein landing pages uh, specific purpose would be like conversion focused action, right? Either it would be used for sales, generating sales, either it would be used for um, doing lead generation, either it would be used for you know um, some kind of uh, actions specifically, right? Now, on website there would be multiple pages, like you have seen on the menu. There would be home, about us, blog, services, etc., contact, right? So all those things would be there on the website. But then on a landing page there would be a single page experience. There won't be any kind of distraction or any multiple pages, wherein a user would be focused on a single page. Now, well, in a website, there would be a broad focus given to the keywords, but then on landing page, we will be putting highly targeted or specific campaigns, because on landing page, the keywords would be lesser than the website. Now, user journey would be kind of a exploration based, wherein users will visit on the website for exploration purpose only. But then for a landing page, user will visit and take some kind of action. It would be kind of a direct action based thing. Traffic sources could be, organic, could be doing any social media campaign, or it could be a referral. But then, if we do referral social media and organic thing for a landing page, it won't work. That's why we specifically target, I mean, we marketers specifically target paid ads, email campaigns, and CTL links towards the landing page. Now, I'll try to give you a perspective related to a website and as well as landing page. A multiple website. So let's say if my business is having, let's say my business is of a textile business and I sell saris from my website, right? So on my website there would be multiple pages of different products, right? Similarly, let's say there is one Kanchipuram sari, right? So this particular sari can be bought from my website. For that particular sari, I might be creating a single landing page, right? So website could be made up of single landing pages or multiple landing pages, you can say, right? But then if we cannot just run any kind of paid ads for website for getting a proper conversions, right? For paid ads to get the conversions, we should have a landing page. So this you should keep in mind further. Now let's see what are these particular term UX and UI. So in short, it is UX, or you can say in full, user experience. UI is user interface. Now we will go through the principles of UX and UI. Now, as the name suggests, UX means user experience. That means if I am a user, then how should be my experience if I visit any kind of website or a landing page, right? Similarly, UI is specifically for the marketers specifically because UI is the user interface of the website or of the landing page. So UI specifically is for the marketers to call, and UX is for the, is from the perspective of the users, right? I hope it clears your point. Now, UX and UI both play a very critical role in driving conversions by ensuring smooth navigation, compelling design, and intuitive user journey. When I make sure that a user comes to my website, they should have a smooth navigation, or they should have a proper user journey so that they, so as I told you earlier, a website would be used mostly for the information, or if we keep product on the website, that also user should be knowing that okay, this particular website is having some kind of products or some kind of services wherein I can visit on those pages and I can take some kind of action, right? Now that's what it's very very important for a user to have a proper a good very good experience, right? Now, as a user, try to analyze yourself that what kind of website you would like to visit, right? For me, it would be like the website should be very clear, giving all the informations. It should build some kind of authority. It should give me a proper testimonial. It should give all those details that as a user I should look for, right? That's why the website should be very very clear and simple to navigate. When I say simple to navigate, that means the menu should not be very much cluttered, right? The menu should be very cleared. There should not be too much of drop downs on the menu bar, right? It should make the user hooked to the website, right? So that's the important thing. That's the important message that I wanted to convey through this point. Users should easily find what they need without excessive clicks. The menu should be minimal and intuitive. As I told you, there should not be any cluttered drop downs. There should be a proper orientation, right? If you talk about visual hierarchy and call to action placements, we should prioritize important elements here, right? For example, um, let's say the headlines. If I visit a website, there should be a proper headlines which should convey me the message that what is this website all about. There should be a proper call to action buttons which should give me, okay, what kind of action I want to take from this website, right? The call to action button should be strategically placed, right, above, or you can say on the um, over the header, or I mean in between also you can put the call to actions strategically. You can use white space to prevent overwhelming visitors as well, right? So there might be possibilities that a website is having multiple images. People or the users who are coming to the website might think that if I click on this particular image, it might open up a different page, or it might elaborate, right? So we need to make sure that if we are putting up the image, we should also put some kind of interlinks with that image, so that if someone clicks on the image, they should be rerouted to some other pages. Now, this is very, very important. A website should be mobile friendly, as we all know, and you also might be, feeling this particular thing that we every one of us is having a smartphone nowadays, and if some kind of links comes to us, we tend to open that link on our smartphone, right? And if I open that link, and if I visit any website, that website, the visuals of the websites are very, very important. The design of the websites are very, very important. So let's say if I open up that link and some cluttered designs comes up, and I could not read the sentences which were there on the website, it won't, you know it won't it won't look good, right? So as a user, we should also see that whoever is creating a website, as a user journey, for me, it would spoil the journey if the website is not proper, if it is not response if it is not mobile friendly, if it is not mobile optimized, I would like to say, right? So it is very, very important that the website that we are creating should be optimized to mobile devices, right? Now it is also very important that if we are opening the website from our mobile devices, the page load speed should be fast enough, right? So if the website is lagging, if the website is too big, or the if the website is too much of cluttered website, it might take a long time to load, right? It again spoils the user's experience, right? So a website should be mobile friendly and should have a responsive design. Next, a website should be engaging and action oriented content should be there on a website because the number of users visit on the website is very very important, but then the time duration a, a user visit the website, but then it is more important that the user stays on that website for a longer time, because if the user stays on the website for a longer duration, they might take some kind of actions, right? So it is very very important to engage the user. How would you engage the user? You should have a proper, concise, or benefit driven copy. What is a copy? So the content which sells, with the content which creates engagement, are known as copy, right? So it's, as I told you, the content of the website should be um, so much intuitive, so much interesting that a user should be hooked and stay on that website for longer durations. Now, how can we engage the users more? We can put some kind of emotional triggers. For example, let's say if there be any product centric website, we can use words like exclusive or limited period offer or something like that, so that a user would be hooked to that particular website. And then if there be some kind of offers or anything, they might even forward that particular website to their friends and their colleagues to take some kind of action, right? Now, what we can do more to engage the customer, what we can do more to engage the visitor specifically, we can write persuasive headlines and give supporting visuals, right? Now, if you talk about persuasive headlines, what could be the example? For example, now let's say if I told you, like I already told you, the example of, let's say, my store. I'm having a business in textile industry. I mean, I'm not having my own business, I'm just giving you the example. So let's say if I'm having my own business into the textile industry and I sell saris, as I told you earlier. So the headline could be, I mean, the best example, the best headline could be like, get best authentic Kanchipuram saris on my on this particular brand, so and so brand, right? So this could be a good intuitive or persuasive headline so that people will get to know, oh great, I mean, here I would be getting the authentic Kanchipuram saris. And to improve those things, I mean, to make your customers or make the visitors turn to your customer, you have to provide trust signals and social proof that, hey, the sari that I'm displaying on my website is very much authentic. How can we do that? We can do using displaying testimonials of the uh, users, or the persons who have purchased saris from the website, right? We can showcase the ratings of the saris, we can showcase the reviews, right? So that people will see and make sure that, oh, this particular website is really very authentic, and if I'm seeing this sari, that means this particular sari or this particular product will get delivered to my address, right? Therefore, while doing the payment, we the marketers should use trust badges or secure checkout, or put these kind of terminologies like money back guarantees or free shipping or something like that, so that it gauges the customer again. Then we can highlight some kind of case studies or reinforce effectiveness to again, putting some efforts to make sure that the user believes that the website which I am already in is a trusted website from where we can do any kind of shopping. For example, as I initially I gave you the example of Amazon, right? So Amazon is a world-known brand as of now, but then initially when it was launched, right, they also had to display all these things. If they wouldn't have displayed all the social proofs, all the trust signals, they shouldn't if they shouldn't have create the authoritativeness with their content, with their products, no one would have purchased, right? So it is very, very important to have trust signals and social proof to display to the users, so that they take some kind of actions on the website. Now, it's also very, very important to have A/B testing done with your website. Now, what is A/B testing? Now, let's say I'll give you an example. So, let's say I have a destination. I want to go to that particular destination from route A, right? So, route A's distance from, you know, route A's distance is around 12 kilometers, right, towards point X. Similarly, there might be another route, or we can say route B towards destination X, right? The timing, or you can say the distance is as same as A, which is 12 kilometers, as I told you earlier, right? Now, there might be certain rules and restrictions in, route A and route B. It might be possible that route A might be a bit congested than route B. If we take the route B, then I might reach the destination first rather than taking the route A, right? So there might be permutation combinations wherein we need to test this particular thing, that which particular campaign is performing the best, right? Or we can say which landing page or which call to action placements works best for me, for my website, right? So we need to do continuous A/B testing, and we should keep on doing optimization. We should test different call to action placements. We should also have proper, color combinations. We can change the color combinations and have a, we can definitely try variations and see which particular colors are making good impression among the users. Now, how to analyze the user's behavior specifically? So there are multiple tools specifically to analyze a user behavior. Like, let's say I am a user coming towards a particular website. uh, I have visited a particular website wherein I got interested on some product or some services. What I'll do, I'll spend much time on that particular page wherein my interest belongs, right? So what I'll do, I might uh, read the complete content of that particular product or the service. I might scroll the page a bit, and all these things, or all these timestamps, you can say, converts to a proper heat map, or you can say these are the checkpoints that you have left behind on your website to be getting tracked by a marketer. How? Now there are multiple tools to track these kind of user behaviors, like what you are doing on a particular website, right? Now a marketer can easily track using some tools. One of the very important, or one of the very crucial tool in this particular thing is, I can say, is Hotjar. So Hotjar is a tool which gives the heat maps of uh, the clicks that a particular user is making on a website. You can check, and you can you can change your strategy of the website, as well as the landing page that you are creating, right? So you can change the strategies, you can change the complete strategy of that particular website or the landing page using checking the heat maps, like where the customer is clicking the most, and accordingly you can create a CTA, call to action button there, and you can get to see the you can get the details of the customer, maybe, right? Now removing the friction points are very very important, because as a on a website it is very very important to having a simplified form fields, uh, eliminates unnecessary steps, right? Removes the friction from a particular page of a website. So it is very very important to have simplified forms, simplified uh, structure of a website, so that users would take confirmed actions. Next, you should, or you can say, as a marketer, we need to make sure that the color or the contrast that we are putting on a website should be readable. I mean, the user should be able to access each and every point of the website properly, right? That's when a user would be able to access each and every details very properly. Now, how we can do that? As a marketer, we need to also make sure that we put alt text for images. Now, what is alt text? So, let's say if we are saving any photograph from any camera on our laptop, let's say, the whenever we are taking the photograph, the camera system saves that file in the camera with certain name. It might be img underscore 1234, right? So that particular name of that image, when we store it on our computers, remains the same, right? But then if we are uploading the same image in a particular website, we need to make sure that we need to change the image. For example, so let's say if I've taken a photograph of a elephant, or you can say a group of elephants, right? So we need to make sure we change the name of the text to group of elephants, or white elephants or something like that, so that when we upload the image, and there would be a particular section in that alt image text, wherein we can put the name of the particular image. What it will do, it will make sure whenever a person search on Google, let's say some kind of images, let's say elephants roaming in the jungle in groups, your image from the website that you have put should come on top. Did you got my point? So all text for images, it's so powerful that it will rank your image on top on Google search results. Then we also need to optimize for voice search and keyboard navigation. So, I mean, while creating a website or while creating a landing page, we need to ensure that we keep in mind the accessibility and inclusivity of a user on top. Next is emotional and psychological triggers. So we can put up some kind of FOMO, like fear of missing out things like limited time offers, which might encourage the user to take some quick decisions. For example, recently there was a summer sales going on Amazon, right? Wherein you know that on Amazon people put some kind of sales on different occasions, and those occasions are for limited time, right? So there might be fear of missing out things, like if as a user, if I as a customer, if I do not buy this particular product in this limited timeline, then there might be possibility that I'm losing out on that product, and next time if that sales goes off, I might pay heavy for that particular product. So to take quick decision, it's very very important that we put FOMO on our website if it is a product based website. I hope you all understood. Now, again, we need to create urgency or scarcity, or we can keep some kind of countdown timers or stock availability indicators so that it showcases that this particular product is very less in stock, wherein in this particular case as a user we will feel the urgency that okay, if I do not buy, then I might have to wait for a longer time, right? For the next time to sale, for the next time the sale to happen, right? So it creates the urgency and the scarcity in the user's mind. Therefore user tend to take quick decisions. Again, this is applicable for e-commerce websites mostly. Now we can also include reciprocity. How? We can give them free trials or value driven kind of freebies before you know uh, giving any kind of commitments. For example, so in market, let's say I want to purchase a sunscreen, right, for me. Now, if but I do not know if the sunscreen is if the particular sunscreen that I have checked for will work good for my skin, right? In that case, some brands, what they do, they keep some trial packs, right? And ask the users to at least, okay, if you are purchasing this, or before purchasing the actual product, you can take a trial. The trial of the product might be of, like, let's say 99 rupees or 50 rupees, right? So that as a person or as a user, I try the product on me first, and then I'll take decision whether to purchase that product in future or not. So these are the important parameters which are very crucial to have a proper website. Now we will have a proper website structure. We'll go ahead and see what are the core elements that should be there on a website to have a proper structure.